Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and this is it. Right here is the final game of the fourth quarter final between Scarlett and Bomber for the WCS Season 2 finals. So whoever wins this game is going to be heading off to the semi-finals against Tasia, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. And yeah, maybe they'll even get to the grand final between either First and Jaedong. So very, very exciting to see who wins this game. And I really can't say who's going to win at this point, because we've seen exactly the same matchup every single game. It's always Triple M and Widow Mines versus Mutiling, and it's been so close. There's just been little tweaks here and there. If you haven't seen the first four games, definitely watch them, because it's basically an evolution of the play style, of the evolution of the Mutiling, evolution of the Triple M plus Widow Mines. I mean, game one, it was all about the creep. Scarlett had the creep going everywhere, absolutely everywhere. She did a brilliant job. What the freaking hell is he doing right here? That is a barracks going down right in front of the Starcraft. This has got to be for Reapers right here. It's got to be for Proxy Reapers. No idea. Absolutely no idea. And probably not going to see that for a while, because yeah. Alright, Proxy Reaper, man. Talk about evolution in playstyles. This is if somebody walking down the street suddenly sprouted ears for no apparent reason. That sort of evolution. And my god, this guy coming in, he's not going to see a command center. He's not going to see a barracks. He's going to be like, holy crap, what the hell is going on here? So Scarlett is going to be very, very upset or surprised, or one or the other, as to the fact that there is no barracks here. So she's going to have to find one, although this drone right now is too busy just hitting SCVs, man. He's just slap happy at the moment. So going down, there we go, there's another supply depot, and the drone's like, where's the barracks? I checked, there's no command center, there's no barracks. And oh, is it going to be a fast bunker here to put the Reaper in? This is going to be interesting. Going to put a bunker up there. There we go. There's a bunker a little bit closer. That's beautiful. And the spawning pool not even down. So I think it's going to be very debatable. I'm pretty much 100% assuming that you are not going to be able to get lings out in order to destroy this bunker. So we're going to have two lings in the bunker. And I don't think the Reapers will have the range to kill the Queen. I don't think the Reapers, even when they're in the bunker, I don't think they'll have the range to kill the Queens. So the Queens will be able to slowly work down. Oh, so close. Get in the bunker, get in the bunker, get in the bunker. Is he going to get in the bunker? There he goes. SCV's run off though, and with, there he goes. He's running out in the bunker. I don't know if he managed to salvage it there. It was very, very close, and the proxy has not worked at all. Didn't even need to wait for the Queen, just went nuts on the bunker, and Bomber realized the flaw in his plan is that Reapers do shit all DPS versus pretty much everything. It takes them half an hour to actually kill anything, so they have to rely completely on kiting stuff because it just takes them that long. And yeah, so he's pulled back. He's continuing to build Reapers. I don't know how much longer that's going to go on, because well, Scarlett's still not aware of where that bunker is, so I suppose it can go on for a little while longer, trying to micro into killing some Queens. But that is, I suppose the barracks right now is a lot more valuable, because units being built right now is a lot more valuable than units being built 5 minutes down the track, which is probably how long it will take for that damn barracks to actually get back to a safe place. So you're just going to keep building the Reapers. And oh, Reaper's so close, man. This guy is so close to death, and he hasn't even killed anything, man. So not going to be good at all. Another Reaper coming out. 4 total, and the Queen is almost down, but with some lings out the front though, I'm feeling like almost certainly Bomb will have to sacrifice one of these guys. Another Queen coming down. The barracks has finally been spotted by Scarlett, and Bomb is like, yeah, you know what, I was just leaving, I wasn't actually going to stay here. So there we go, a bunch of Reapers coming down, and yeah, not really much they can do here. The Queen has been transfused, so definitely did not kill that, and just going to be going for workers. And 4 Reapers going for workers is going to be quite scary. Killing 2 workers and then getting out of there, so not a bad effort at all. Just those little sort of attacks, man. You jump over, you keep all your Reapers alive, you wipe out 2 workers. 2 workers isn't much, but you do that a few times in a row, and suddenly you're looking at a significant deficit in worker numbers. And this queen actually going off the creep, that was a mistake. That was a very big mistake, but managed to get back on the creep, and yeah, managed to survive there. But right now, Scarlett is being well and truly kept in her base, and her dream of getting a 3rd base out is not going to be a reality anytime soon, I feel like. Meanwhile, Bomber very securely building his own 3rd base, building it actually out on the 3rd base location. So he's feeling very confident about this base, and this early Reaper, early Hellion play to keep Scarlett in her base is just really, really awesome right now. Really, really awesome, because Scarlett loves the early lings, and I mean, it's basically a chink in her armor right now, because right now, early Reapers, early Hellions, she cannot do anything about this unless she gets roaches out. And she's not a roach player. Look at that. She's got the Ling upgrades. She is dedicated to mutiling through and through. And Bomber has said, well, you know what? You're going to do mutiling. I'm going to do the perfect 6-7 minute counter to mutiling. And that is just it's Reaper and it's Hellions. He's continuing to get the Hellions out because he knows he's facing Lings. And he's continuing to put pressure. He's not letting Scarlett get the 3rd base out. Scarlett is in a lot of trouble here. The only way I can see her getting out of it is going for roaches, but she's not doing it. She's continuing to go for the mutiling, and I mean, you've got to know when to tech switch. You have to know when to tech switch. You can't say, well, this is my play and I'm going to do this every game, because we are seeing it right now. This is a play which shuts down mutiling. Hardcore shuts it down, and Scarlett is just not dealing with it at all. She's just and look, even sending in the Banshee to wipe out the workers, man. Getting a Spore Crawler out is going to help a lot, but how many workers are going to go down before that Spore Crawler comes up? Finally, an Overseer going to be chasing it away. Almost got a last worker, but it's too much damage. He's going to chase this guy away, and Scarlett EBAT even on the Harvesters, which is not good, but it doesn't matter how much Harvesters you have if you do not have a base for them to mine at. Here he goes. Actually, he's got a nice position. He's trying not to get surrounded here, but I think he is going to get surrounded. I think, it's just might be able to get through there, but no, all these forces are going to get wiped out. And that is what Scarlett really, really needed to do. Desperately needed to get that done, and now she's got to move over there and see what the hell's going on. She's going to see the 3rd base. She's going to be like, alright, I need to do something about this right now. Is she even going to scout the 3rd base? Yes, she is chasing that drone. She's going to see the 3rd base. It's going to be nicely mining. The Marines are going to defend this, but suddenly Scarlett's like, holy shit. And look at these Banshees, man. Forcing the cancel on the 3rd base. Bomber has been nothing short of brilliant this game. Absolutely brilliant. Finding that beautiful gap. Beautiful disadvantage in the mutiling play, which is, of course, the Reaper Hellion, to sort of keep the 3rd base from being put down, and now getting out the Banshees and continuing to put pressure on the potential 3rd bases. And Scarlett still not having knocked these rocks down. It's definitely bad, because there's one thing that can save her ass right now in this game, it would be a 4th base. If she just went nuts on the macro, got a 4th base down, oh, that Mutalisk just completely dissolved, man. It didn't even just get shredded, it got dissolved by that many bullets. So there we go, man. Scar's starting to do a bit of scouting out here. Going to be seeing some stuff. Bomb actually getting a nice wall there. He knows right now that Lings are going to be a lot of pain for him, so he gets the wall down. The Lings trying to hit this wall. He can just flank him from the main base, so he's going to be pretty happy about that at the moment. He's 3 workers ahead, so he's going to be happy about that as well. And Scarlett's just trying to get her shit together right now. Really, really trying. But so far, Bomber has just pulled out crazy plan after crazy plan after crazy plan. And they've all been working pretty well. It is a drop trying to take this down. I don't know if that will work. The Banelings are down there. Banelings not moving in though. And there's a nice split. Look at this beautiful beautiful way of saying, look, that is how you split Terran forces, man. That's how you split them. He still got overwhelmed though, he still got taken out, but that right there, that 5 seconds is a beautiful example of how you split Terrans. And Scarlett starting to maybe get in her groove. She's behind at the moment in terms of bases. She needs to get a 4th base up. But she's starting to show that she knows how to defend. She defended this. I don't know if she'll be able to defend this though. This is something else going down. And this guy can't even land, but losing very little workers. All he needs now is a couple of mutas to take this out. Where are the mutalisks? He needs to really start finishing these guys off. I mean, taking down Marines, that's fine. Taking down Marines is like losing Banelings. It's par for the course. You know it's going to happen. You go in there expecting to lose them. But if Scarlett starts taking out medevacs, then Bomber is going to be in trouble, because that's a lot of minerals that he does not want to waste on drops. And if he starts losing a lot of medevacs, then Scarlett is going to be having the awesome defense that she knows she can, that we saw last game. She put out there, she had beautiful, beautiful defense. And yeah, it's going to come down to the defense again, once again, because I don't think Scarlett can push out and really hit this base. She's just being, Bomber's just being too aggressive for that. And here we go, nice Widowmine hits. The Bailey's getting beautifully into the Marine Force there. Total fail on the part of Bomber there, not moving those Marines away, but his reinforcements coming in. And once again, Scarlett finding herself a little bit short on Bailey numbers. She's got about 10 morphing in there. And moves out there, takes a couple of muta hits. Doesn't really kill any medevacs though. That's what it comes down to, mutas and medevacs. Because you can lose a ton of Banelings, you can lose a ton of Marines. It doesn't really matter, because the main things are the mutas and the medevacs. Unless she like loses all of her Banelings and Bomber loses barely any Marines. But he's actually really starting to get high on the Marine count. He's starting to get extremely high on the Marine count. And he's starting to get to the point where he's going to overwhelm Scarlett. He's got such a beautiful split. And Scarlett is doing a great job at wiping out this Marine Force. Man, that would look like an overwhelming Marine Force. But Scarlett just got in there and really, really hit that stuff. And look at the medevacs moving back over the Widow Mines. They were saying, hey, come attack me, with Widow Mines right beneath them. And I don't know if she just didn't realize they were there or if she decided not to hit them. As Scarlett continuing to get out the Baneling numbers, hitting all these guys very, very nicely. Oh, this Baneling just rolled right through the middle. They didn't even attack him, but really, really nice. And Bomber, again, really, really nice. Bringing in the Widow Mines with his forces and just planting them down everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. It's like, oh, it's like some really, really dodgy invading army, man. They go in there, and even if they lose, they just leave mines all over the place. And you know those guys are absolute jerks. Scarlett, man, get these rocks down. The Widow Mine's flying into your base right now, and actually flew too far and got sniped off by bloody Thingammy Bob. But yes, Scarlett is just on the edge of losing in every single engagement. I feel like she's just on the edge of losing. She just manages to get enough forces to wipe these guys out. But I mean, Bomber always has the forces over here, so it is only the defensive advantage, the reinforcement advantage, which is keeping her in this game, because they were meeting in the middle of the map. Bomber would just overwhelm her. It's the fact that Bomber has to go all the way over here, and Scarlett has the reinforcement advantage, which is keeping her in this game. And that is not a good state of affairs to be in, because if you are only winning with that reinforcement advantage, there is no way in hell. Oh, what a hit from the Widow Mine straight into the Muta pack. That is 1 in a million hit, and it's so good. And there's just lings everywhere. There's lings because Scarlett doesn't have the time to build up the Baneling numbers, and 2 more Muta hits. The entire Muta pack goes down, and there's the GG right there. So Scarlett just could not make it work in that game. She just could not get the forces out fast enough. Back in game 2, she just couldn't get the forces out fast enough. And she had the bases. She had the bases going on. It was 4 base versus 4 base, and she had a a macro hatch right there, but Bomber just absolutely insane amount of stuff. Look at this, 245 lings lost, 24 banelings lost. That's really saying a lot about this game. The fact that she could not get that many banelings out. I mean, she killed a ton of Marines, but there's creep everywhere, man. The banelings should have been going to town, but she just didn't have them. She got out a bunch of lings, and then she's like, alright, this guy's about to kill me. I just got to send the lings out there. I don't have time to make banelings. And that was the case. Time after time after time, she could not get the banelings out. So there we go. Pressure play from Bomberman. I gotta say, he is by far, I don't say by far, but he is absolutely one of the best pressure players I have ever seen. I mean, he's just constant pressure play. Constant over the entire course of the game. He does not do an attack, win or lose. He regroups and goes for another attack. He has his rally points set to the front door of the opposing player, man. Actually, where does he have his? He's actually over there, but maybe he missed that one. No, they're all set right at the front. He gets his forces over here right at the front. He streams them in. He's such a good pressure player, man. Such a good pressure player. And I am really actually looking forward to him versus Tasia, because Tasia knows how to handle most players, but I do not know if Tasia has ever handled this sort of pressure play, man. Usually Tasia's the one doing the pressure play, but even he, I don't think he can match this sort of pressure play that Bomber is handing down right now. So that semi-final is going to be off the chain, but we'll have to get around that. All things in due course, and the next semi-final coming up is Jaedong versus First, Protoss versus Zerg, and my god, man, Jaedong is always awesome, and gonna love seeing him play. And First, yeah, we are gonna see if he can continue to get the plays that got him through game number 1, going into the semi-finals, man, through the quarterfinals, because we know his Protoss versus Terran is solid-ish. He made it work. He did take him 5 games, but eventually he made it work. And he's one of those Storm Colossus people, man. Like, all the Protoss players, man, are just Storm Colossus all over the place. And yeah, versus Jaedong, we will see exactly how that sort of stuff goes out, because I mean, Naniwa, he wasn't really a heavy Storm player too much. He was going for all sorts of other crazy stuff like Void Rays and Archons and just all sorts of crazy stuff, but yeah, I don't know if Jaedong is going to be able to hit it up versus the Storm player First. So we will see. I would still have my money on Jaedong, though, if I had to put it down. But we will see. Coming up, semi-finals, Jaedong versus First. But for now, congratulations to Bomber with some of the best pressure play we have ever seen. And looking forward to seeing him and Tasia heading off in the semi-finals. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game. Stay tuned for more coming up very, very soon.